I'd like everyone to please stand for our processional. Everyone to please remain standing for the singing of O Canada performed by Abigail Chapman.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries, and the graduating class of 2017. My name is Mr. Doyle, and it is my privilege and honor as Master of Ceremonies to conduct tonight's celebration and to honor our graduating students. In keeping with our tradition over the course of several years, tonight's ceremony is being live streamed to allow family and friends who are not able to be here to still have the opportunity to share in tonight's experiences. To our graduating students, your journey through elementary and high school is rapidly coming to closure. However, tonight's celebration also marks a beginning filled with exciting opportunities, achievements, and adventures yet to be realized. Tonight, we reflect back while moving forward into a world full of opportunities and challenges. Throughout your years at Moira, you have demonstrated growth, ability, dedication, and have earned the right to call yourselves graduates of Moira Secondary. Our school community exceeds the geographical location of 275 Farley Avenue and extends literally around the world, engaging students from many countries. We have been fortunate to explore the cultural beliefs and customs of students from distant lands, while acknowledging and honoring the contributions, heritage, and beliefs of our Indigenous peoples, our native students. It should be noted that this year we played our first field lacrosse game on Moira soil in over 41 years, and we did win that game 13-6. So well done. That was awesome. I would now like to call upon Kelly Sager to present a native opening address. Kelly.
Finjokwa, Seals Gani Garawesa, Onegali, Yugaho Wade, Tunurara, Sige, Jokna Hall, Wasn't Boy, and Nasin Guadizo. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Ungwesuna, Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Yatina Saha G on Jai, Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Oderasuna. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Gani Green. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Ganjur, Suna. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Ohandusua. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Onagosuna. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Johako. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Gahisua. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Gandira. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Ojinosuna. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Garindasuna, Ogarisua. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Oji da Ongua. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Gayeri Nigarave. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Yatisatoga Ready Wares. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Yoji Soperino. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Yatisatoga Asatanaka Wadijarajas. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Tunurara, Achiwa Gia Jokanaka Garaka. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Ogogo answer G to what wait Nina, Wanigona, De Chiwa Nuharara Nisumadizo. Etanin Duhane, Wanigora. Onatona Yeri Wakadari Wagwani Doga Tena Sunigora Izigane Izawada Sono. Tok Niwanagi.
Next, I'd like to call upon Mike Brandt, First Nations trustee, to bring greetings from the Hastings and Prince Edward District School Board.
Thank you, Mr. Doyle. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Brandt. I'm a proud board trustee for Moira Secondary, and I'm committed to public education. It's an honor to be here to celebrate the graduating class of 2017. You've achieved success because of your hard work and commitment to your education. I would like to acknowledge the contributions of your family, friends, and the community who have supported you in your educational journey. I also extend a sincere thank you to all staff for their hard work and contributions to the achievement and your achievement and well-being. On behalf of the Board of Trustees for Hastings and Prince Edward District School Board, congratulations to all graduating students for your accomplishments. You are moving on to a new phase of your life where you will have many new experiences and you are well prepared for what lies ahead. In closing, I would like to leave you with these thoughts. Always strive for excellence and be the best you can be. And remember, our character traits of caring, cooperation, honesty, humor, integrity, respect, responsibility, and trustworthiness will always serve you well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brandt. Next, I'd like to call upon Mandy Savory Whiteway, Director of Education, to bring greetings from the Hastings and Prince Edward District School Board.
Thank you, Mr. Doyle, and good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I want to extend good evening to the graduates, the parents, all of the staff, and of course to our honored guests here today. You need to know I am truly honored to be here to acknowledge the graduates. Graduates of Moira Secondary. Doesn't that sound great? It really does. I want to say it again. Graduates of Moira Secondary School, class of 2017. I want to congratulate you on achieving excellence. Your accomplishments are being honored here tonight through this ceremony. It is certainly a very proud moment. As the great writer Ralph Waldo Emerson said, the reward of a thing well done is to have done it. Well, tonight we celebrate because you have done it. I know that you've had lots of help along the way, and so I want to extend a very sincere thank you to your friends and your family, and of course the wonderful community and staff at Moira Secondary School. This evening, you join the ranks of a very successful group of people, the rest of the graduating classes of Moira Secondary School. I know that graduates of Moira are globally minded learners and leaders. You lead by example and by involvement in your community. You lead by being caring, inclusive, and responsible citizens. You value humanity and yourselves by contributing to society in a positive and generous and proactive fashion. Leadership is an attitude that you have adopted and one to which you are all committed. Moira graduates have character. You have the courage, and you know that life will present you with many opportunities and many challenges. You know you are prepared to rise to any occasion. Oliver Wendell Holmes, author of Sherlock Holmes, wrote, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." You see, our expectations for each of you are very high. We are all counting on all of you to continue the Trojan tradition as you explore your own possibilities. We all know that tonight you are prepared and empowered to forge your own future. I am very proud of you this evening, proud to wish you all the best for those future endeavors, and to extend congratulations on behalf of the Hastings and Prince Edward District School Board. I hope you enjoyed your very well-deserved celebration this evening.
Thank you, Ms. Whiteway. Next, I'd like to call upon Todd Smith, Member of Provincial Parliament, to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Mr. Doyle, and it's great to be back here for the graduation at Moira Secondary School in the beautiful Empire Theatre in downtown Belleville. I can tell you that you're very fortunate to be sitting where you're sitting tonight, because I can just sense the air conditioning. It stops right about here, and these poor folks right here are feeling the heat from those lamps, I can tell you that. So sit back and enjoy the show while we all swelter up here in front of you. Congratulations to all of you parents who are here. You look far too young to be having high school graduates, but you do indeed have graduates from Moira Secondary School, and thank you for all you've done to get your children to this point. Thank you to the faculty and staff at Moira Secondary School, which I can say are second to none. I know that for a fact. I know many of them personally. One of them even lives with me. So, and to you, the graduates of Moira Secondary School, you've had a great year on the playing fields and on the basketball courts and volleyball courts, in the arenas. You've done outstanding work in drama and arts in your school, and obviously, looking at the list of recipients on the Ontario Scholar Awards, you've done a great job in the classroom as well. So I congratulate all of you for achieving your high school diploma here tonight. I was listening to the radio the other day, and a young lady on the radio was saying that it's the 20th anniversary this year of the Harry Potter novels. And J.K. Rowling, of course, made millions, if not billions, writing the Harry Potter books. But this is a famous quote that comes from one of those books, from the famous wizard and professor Albus Dumbledore. You probably didn't expect you'd be getting an Albus Dumbledore quote here tonight, but you are. He said, "It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be." Moira Secondary School has given you an outstanding base to move forward if you're headed off to the working world, or if you're headed off to post-secondary education. Remember your time at Moira fondly, and best of luck in your futures. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat, and we do realize that one of our members does live with you, but the big question, did she vote for you? It's all good fun time. It is my pleasure and honor to call upon our leader, our principal, Grant Montgomery.
And I just want to add, it is Todd's wife, Tanya, that lives with Todd Smith, just to make sure everyone's clear on that. Good evening, Sago. On behalf of the Moira Secondary School staff and community, it is my pleasure and sincere honor to welcome our Moira Secondary School graduating class of 2017, along with parents, relatives, friends, and invited guests to our graduation ceremony this evening. Throughout this celebration, as a school community, we will have the opportunity to think back on the graduates' previous years of learning and leadership at the school, along with many other memories, as well as celebrate the graduates' growth, to applaud their accomplishments, as well as think ahead of the many possibilities that the future brings. To the graduates, you made it. Congratulations. Through the last number of years, you have faced a number of challenges in and outside of the classroom, and have strived to overcome those challenges to succeed. You have believed in yourself and others that you have worked with to accomplish your goals through determination, persistence, and commitment. And by doing so, you have grown in your abilities and skills and created a legacy as a graduating class at the school. You are moving forward in the next chapter of your life as distinguished young adults who better understand how to be successful and conquer challenges, looking to make an impact with others and in the communities that you are involved in, both locally and globally. As a class, you should be very proud of your accomplishments through your years at Moira. You have excelled in the classroom, on the field, in the gym, and the various network communities here and afar. You have accomplished many things, too many to actually name tonight, but if you take a look at our newsletters, they're overflowing with all the activities and events that you have accomplished over your last 4 years. I commend all graduates for your successes this year and in the years past. I would also like to thank and recognize the parents, family, and friends who have supported this graduating class. I know that you have provided amazing assistance and understanding for these students over the years, and you can be very proud of all of your efforts and support. It will be most exciting to see these students continue to grow in their learning and leadership over the next number of years, and I invite all of the graduates to return to the school next year and in upcoming years to share your future learning and experiences with us. We would like to continue to learn with you, and we look forward to hearing about your next steps in your life learning journey. As well, I would like to recognize our awesome and amazing staff. and to thank them for their dedication and commitment in developing the students in front of us tonight. They have also believed in you and the potential that you have, and it was exciting for us as you reached and surpassed this potential many times through your time at MSS. I am very appreciative of the entire staff at the school for all that they do, going above and beyond all the time. In closing, I would like to leave the graduating class with a couple of thoughts. Recently at the school, we have begun talking more and more about the possibilities of today and tomorrow with all students. We have continued to challenge to develop their skills in the areas of collaboration, communication, creativity, critical thinking, entrepreneurism, literacy, numeracy, and digital fluency, as well as supporting students to become better, caring, inclusive citizens with a strong and healthy sense of well-being. In this ever-changing 21st century world, we know that these skills and competencies are going to be ever more important as we see possibilities emerge into new technologies such as autonomous self-driving cars, the Internet of Things connected to increasing levels of artificial intelligence, drone deliveries, nanosensors, and even DNA data storage, to name a few new directions. Charles Darwin, a legendary scientist, said, "It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change." Continuing to change in this fast-paced society will not necessarily be easy, but it will be necessary. We will need learners and leaders like yourselves that can learn from your failures quickly and adapt to be successful. Another amazing leader and visionary, Steve Jobs, is quoted as once saying, "You have to be burning with an idea, or a problem, or a wrong that you want to right. If you're not passionate enough from the start, you'll never stick it out." I challenge each of you as graduates to be passionate in your learning and leadership wherever you choose to go, and to believe in yourself in continuing to take risks to make your impact with others. It is through this constant challenge and day-to-day effort that you will continue to achieve success. Continue to raise the bar by which you set your goals in life, as well as the bar for those you work with. In doing so, you will continue to grow the Trojan pride that you have demonstrated over the last number of years. And of course, never forget the phrase that we end our morning announcements with each day: you keep it classy. To each of you, the Moira Secondary graduating class of 2017, make sure that you take in the moment and experience of tonight's ceremony and celebration. I want to wish all of you the best in your success and excellence as you pursue the possibilities in your future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Montgomery. And next in our program is the presentation of scholarships, bursaries, and awards. I'd like to call upon Mr. West to start us off.
Good evening. Welcome, family, parents, friends, and graduating class. Congratulations ahead of time on the awards and certificates that we're about to present to you. You'll all learn them. So let's get started. The Practical Learning Program Award is awarded to a graduate of the Practical Learning Program who has excelled at meaningful employment in the community. This award will be presented by Ms. Powell, and our recipient is Tyler Warwick. I think Mrs. Powell needed a heads up that she was first. The Jeremy McCutcheon Memorial Award is presented to a graduating student who has made a commendable contribution to the school and is continuing his or her education at a post-secondary institution in a program related to technology. The award will be presented by Mr. Gray and this year's recipient, Braden Dayfo. coming from the other side. On the X, Reagan, on the X. The Community Involvement Rotary Club of Belleville Service Above Self Award is presented to a graduating student who has displayed a strong sense of caring for those less fortunate by volunteering either in the school or in the community. The award will be presented by Tracy Gray and is presented to Liam Gagne. The Dennis Kritzer Memorial Award is presented to a graduating student who displays aptitude in technology and/or engineering sciences and who will be pursuing a degree in sciences or engineering sciences at the university level. This student has also displayed a spirit of helpfulness towards others. The award will be presented by Ms. Jones and this year's recipient, Sarah Ralston. The Viridian Connections Bursary Ben Blow's Memorial Award is presented to a graduating student who has excelled in the music program at Moira and will continue to be involved in music in his or her post-secondary years. Presenting the award is Mayor Tasso Christopher and this year's recipient, Noah Gagne. The Viridian Connections Bursary is presented to a graduating student who is pursuing university or college education in the field of electrical engineering, other electrical or engineering disciplines, computer science, business, or environmental studies. This award is also being presented by Mayor Tasso Christopher and this year's recipient, Laura Render. The Neil Ellis Citizenship Award is presented to a student who has shown good citizenship qualities during his or her school years. Presenting the award is Madison Ellis and is being presented to Abby Chapman. We have a certificate for Jamar Thompson, a certificate of accomplishment, presented by Mandy Savory Waitway. The Bayfield Award is presented to a graduating student who has accepted at one of the following colleges, Loyalist, Fleming, or St. Lawrence College, in a course where the student will work with children and youth. The award is being presented by Ms. Urkamp and this year's recipient, Brody Hawkins. The Becky Middleton Memorial Award is presented to a graduating student proceeding to post-secondary education who best exemplifies the qualities of Becky Middleton: compassion, friendliness, cheerful zest for life, and a genuine concern for others. This award is being presented by Mr. Botterill, this year's recipient, Abby Cotter. The Academy of Sport Award is presented to a graduating student who has completed the SHSM in the sports program and is pursuing a career in sports-related field. The award is presented by Ms. Kenzie, and this year's recipient is Brandon Carroll Pence. The Above Ground Art Supplies Award is presented to a graduating student for consistent effort and excellent achievement in the visual arts program at Moira. The award will be presented by Ms. Duke, and the recipient is Martina Desjardins. The Moira Secondary Senior Visual Arts Award is presented to graduating students for all-around excellence in Moira's University College Grade 12 Visual Arts Program. Again, presenting the award will be Ms. Duke. And we have two recipients. The first one is Bree Duke. And the second recipient is Saul Book, who is not here with us this evening. The Moira Mentorship Award is presented to graduating students who best exemplify the true spirit of a Moira mentor, one who, through leadership and interaction, establishes a connection with their junior students. The award will be presented by Ms. Smith, and we have two recipients. Our first one, Abby Chapman. And our second recipient, Jake Wilson. The Prince Edward Memorial Hospital Auxiliary Award for Health Sciences Scholarship is presented to a graduating student who is a resident of Prince Edward County and is pursuing further education in the health sciences at an accredited post-secondary institution. The award is being presented by Kathy Starkey, and this year's recipient, Vanessa Armstrong. The Canadian Federation of University Women College Scholarship is an award given to a student of high academic standing who is proceeding directly to college and who exhibits a commitment to learning and community involvement. Presenting the award is Mary Hall, and this year's recipient, Emily Brissell. The Canadian Federation of University Women University Scholarship, again, award presented to a student of high academic standing who is proceeding directly to university and who exhibits a commitment to learning and community involvement, again presented by Mary Hall, and this year's recipient, Kennedy Dinsmore. OSSTF District 29 Excellence Award is presented to a graduating student demonstrating a high level of achievement and excellence in the following three areas: citizenship, academic achievement, and extracurricular activities. Presenting the award is Ms. Benishek, And this year's recipient, Tucker Goodman. The Hastings and Prince Edward Student Success Award is presented to graduating students who have demonstrated resilience and have overcome challenges to achieve success in his or her chosen pathway. Presenting the award is Miss Allison, and this year it goes to Sierra Kennedy. The Belleville and District Fish and Game Club Award is presented to a graduating student with good academic achievement, good academic standing, who has demonstrated concern for environmental issues and is pursuing post-secondary education. Mr. Lambert will be presenting the award to Rebecca Price.
Thank you very much, Mr. West. Our next reader is Mr. Mulvey.
The Aramark Scholarship, presented to a graduating student who has excelled in the Performing Arts program at Moira. Presenter will be Mr. West, and the recipient is Gabrielle Kaduk-Stoisic. The Maxwell Paper Canada Incorporated Award, presented to a graduating student who has achieved a high level of success and will be pursuing a post-secondary program in life sciences. The presenter will be Mr. Saunders, and the recipient is Rylan Young. The Teacher's Memorial Award, presented to a deserving graduating student who is pursuing a course of study in a technology-related program. The presenter will be Mr. Doyle, and the recipient is Dustin Wilson. The McDougall Insurance and Financial Award, presented to a deserving graduating student who will be pursuing post-secondary education in math, business, or computer science. The presenter will be Mr. Matho, and the recipient is Jake Wilson. The Healthy Active Living Award, presented to a graduating student with a high level of achievement in physical education. The presenter will be Mr. Corbett, and the recipient is Vanessa Armstrong. The L. Josephine Tical French Award, presented to a deserving graduating French student who is pursuing post-secondary education studies in French. The presenter will be Ms. Patterson, and the recipient, Megan Brandt. The R.W. Phillips Award, presented to a deserving graduating student with a high level of achievement in senior sciences. The presenter will be Ms. Solomon, and the recipient, Sarah Zimmerman. The Metagas Driving Dreams for Our Youth Scholarship, presented to a graduating student pursuing post-secondary education in healthcare. The presenter will be Gloria Ann Richards, and the recipient, Kevin Kane. The Stan Else Memorial Award, presented to a graduating student who has successfully completed one or more technology courses and who is continuing his or her education at college or in an apprenticeship. The presenter will be Mr. Harpel, and the recipient, Alexander Van Roy. The Bell Nortel Award, presented to a graduating student who is proceeding post-secondary education in trades and best exemplifies the qualities of compassion, friendliness, and genuine concern for others, and who has shown involvement in the school and community. The presenter will be Joan and Bob, and it's presented to Damian Rickley. The Greg Koistra Memorial Award, presented to a graduating student who has been involved in geographic, environmental pursuits and is proceeding to post-secondary education. The presenter will be Ms. Shepard, and the recipient, Kennedy Dinsmore. The Wilkinson and Company Award, presented to a graduating student with a high academic performance who is continuing his or her education at a Canadian university in the area of business, economics, or commerce. The presenter will be Mr. Botterill, and the recipient, Tristan Miron. The Pretzel Davies Thompson Benton Law Award, presented to a graduating student in recognition of his or her contribution to school and or community in terms of social justice initiatives. The presenter will be Miss Earl, and the recipient, Cadence Cairns. Canadian and World Studies Award, presented to a graduating student whose effort in Canadian and World Studies courses has been outstanding. These courses include 4UM History, Law, Geography, Economics, and Classics. The presenter will be Ms. Doyle, the recipient, Randy O'Brien. The Kiwanis Club of Belleville Bursary, presented to a graduating student who has demonstrated outstanding achievement in the school and in the community. The presenter will be Ms. Marjorie Buck, and the recipient, Jake Wilson. The Mathematics Teachers Award, presented to a graduating student with high marks in 4U mathematics courses who who is proceeding to post-secondary education. The presenter, Mr. Solomon. The recipient, Rebecca Price. The Canadian Senior Mathematics Competition Medal, presented to the school champion in the Canadian Senior Mathematics Competition. The presenter will be Mr. Jackson, and the recipient, Joe Zhao. The Chief Earl Hill Memorial Award, presented to a graduating First Nation student who is completing his or her education at a post-secondary institution. The presenter will be Josh Hill, and the recipient, Rawa Brown. The Mohawks of the Bay of Quinnipiac Native Women's Association Award, presented to a graduating First Nation student who has made a noteworthy contribution in promoting understanding and appreciation of Native Canadian culture at school. The presenter will be Mr. Josh Hill again, and the recipient, Braden Irwin. The First Nations Technical Institute Award, presented to a graduating First Nation student who is continuing his or her education in the area of science and technology. The presenter will be Mr. Josh Hill, and the recipient, Joe Smart. The Glacier Communications Incorporated Classroom Leadership Award, presented to a graduating student or students who have manifested commendable citizenship qualities within the classroom and whose efforts resulted in a positive learning environment. We have two winners. They will be presented by Miss Lenny, and the first one, Jessica Villeneuve. And the second recipient, Jocelyn Villeneuve.
Thank you, Mr. Bopey. I'd like to call upon our next speaker, Ms. Earl, please.
Good evening. The Glacier Communications Incorporated Award is presented to a deserving graduating student pursuing post-secondary studies in a general arts, humanities, or social science field. This award will be presented by Ms. Clements, and it is presented to Tamika Cottrell. The Guidance Department Award is presented to a graduating student who has demonstrated positive qualities in attitude and achievement. This award will be presented by Ms. Fisher, and it is presented to Leo Ariel Roberts. The Student Council Awards are presented to graduating students who have shown growth throughout their high school years and a commitment towards continuous improvement. These awards will be presented by Ms. Geen, and there are two recipients. The first, Lyric Jackman. And the second recipient, McKenna Thompson McCormick. The OCEA Merit Award is presented to graduating students affirmed in their career choice by the Ontario Cooperative Education Association in recognition of excellence in performance, attitude, communication skills, and attendance in the cooperative education program in Hastings and Prince Edward counties. These awards will be presented by Ms. Smith, and they are presented to Braden Dafoe, and Sierra Kennedy. The Welsh LLP Award is presented to a graduating student who will be pursuing a post-secondary program in accounting or business. This award will be presented by Mr. Botterill, and it is presented to Min Kwok. The Canadian Auto Workers Local 1839 Award is presented to a graduating student who has demonstrated outstanding effort and achievement and who is furthering his or her education at a post-secondary institution. This award will be presented by Ms. Coburn, and it is presented to Ame Conroy. Sorry, that would be Ms. Payette presenting the award. The Life Touch Canada Award is presented to a graduating student pursuing post-secondary education who best exemplifies an attitude of generosity, giving of their time in serving his or her teachers and fellow students in a variety of areas. This award will be presented by Mr. Thurtle, and it is presented to Vanessa Armstrong. The Belleville Police Association Award is presented to a graduating student who has manifested commendable citizenship qualities and who is proceeding to post-secondary education. This award will be presented by Mr. Spite, and it is presented to Austin Chamberlain Roy. Arts Council Award is presented to a graduating student who is proceeding to further education in the arts at a university or college in Canada with the aim of pursuing a career in the arts. This award will be presented by Ms. Galloway, and it is presented to Jessica Villeneuve. Governor's Volunteer Award for Students is presented to a graduating student selected for outstanding achievement through volunteer activity. This award will be presented by Mr. Crawford, and it is presented to Kennedy Dinsmore. The International Baccalaureate Diploma Award is presented to an IB student who has demonstrated exemplary academic achievement, displays a positive attitude toward learning, and has demonstrated an interest in internationalism. This award will be presented by Ms. Coburn, and it is presented to Sarah Zimmerman. The International Baccalaureate Core Award is presented to an IB student who has demonstrated scholarship through extended essay, critical thinking and questioning through theory of knowledge, as well as care and service to others through creativity, action, service. This award will be presented by Ms. Patterson, and it is presented to Abigail Chapman. The International Baccalaureate Learner Profile Award is presented to an IB student who best exemplifies a number of characteristics of the IB learner profile: inquirer, knowledgeable, thinker, communicator, principled, open-minded, caring, risk-taker, balanced, and reflective. This award will be presented by Mr. Jackson, and it is presented to Bryn Keoki. The Ontario Principals Council Leadership Award is presented to graduating students for their leadership and involvement in extracurricular activities. These awards will be presented by Mr. Montgomery, and there are 2 recipients. The first, Abigail Chapman. And the second recipient, Dustin Wilson. The Gold M's are presented to graduating students who have made a notable contribution to school activities other than academic or athletic. These awards will be presented by Mr. Montgomery and Mr. Callahan, and there are a number of recipients. The first, Megan Brown. And the next recipient, Abigail Chapman. Kennedy Dinsmore. Liam Gagne. Noah Gagne. Callum Guppy. Kevin Kang. Abby Carr. Dustin Wilson. And finally, Jake Wilson. The Hastings and Prince Edward District School Board Awards are presented to graduating students who have made an outstanding contribution to school-related activities. These awards will be presented by Ms. Mary Hall and Mr. Mike Brandt, and they are presented to Abigail Chapman, Kennedy Dinsmore, Liam Gagne, Abby Kaur, and Jake Wilson. The Moira Staff Awards are presented to the top 3 4U 4M students in the graduating year. Minimum of 4 4U or M credits must be completed in their final year. These awards will be presented by Ms. Mandy Savory Whiteway, and we'll begin with third place standing. It's a 3-way tie. So Leo Ariel Roberts, Kevin Kang, and Bree Kadup Stoysic. In second place, Sarah Zimmerman. And in first place, Jake Wilson. The Moira Staff Trophy is presented to the graduating student with the highest standing in his or her top 6 4U 4M courses. This award will be presented by Mr. Montgomery, and it is presented to Jake Wilson. The Governor General's Academic Medal is presented to the graduating student who achieved the highest academic standing in the graduating class. This award will be presented by our Member of Provincial Parliament, Mr. Todd Smith, and it is presented to Jake Wilson. The International Baccalaureate diplomas are presented to students who have completed the requirements of the International Baccalaureate program. These awards will be presented by Ms. Coburn, and there are a number of students receiving their diplomas today. Saul Bowden, Cadence Cairns, Abigail Chapman, Ame Conroy, Kevin Kang, Sono Khan, Bryn Kioki, Jacob Lawrence, Nathan Lawrence, Arjun Morley, Thor Render, Sarah Ralston, Ryan Young, and Sarah Zimmerman. The International Baccalaureate courses, these students will receive certificates for courses that they completed within the International Baccalaureate program. Once again, these awards will be presented by Ms. Coburn, and they are presented to Vanessa Armstrong, Cameron Crerar, Martina Desjardins, Kennedy Dinsmore, Tucker Goodman, Callum Guppy, Yash Thakor, Eunice Young, and Joe Zhu. And we would now like to acknowledge two students who actually graduated in 2016, but they returned to Moira for an extra year and managed to become Ontario Scholars. So they are 2016 graduates, but they are Ontario Scholars this year. These awards will be presented by Mr. Todd Smith, and the recipients are Abigail Ashman and Eunice Young.
Thank you, Ms. Earle. I now call upon our readers for our Moira Secondary graduates and will acknowledge our Ontario Scholars and recipients of certificates. Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Colbert will be presenting and will be reading those students' names.
Families, this is the time. Feel free to step forward and get your pictures of your graduates as they come across the stage. I'm going to ask you to hold your applause. It's going to be difficult, I know. And what we're going to have is a group of graduates at one time, and I'll ask you to acknowledge them all together. Okay? If by chance you miss that perfect shot, Matt Sager at the back is getting some pictures, and you can contact the school to get in touch with him. All right. Devin Adams, who plans on going to Loyalist College and take the fitness and health program there. Kendra Adams, who plans on going to St. Lawrence College for Police Foundations. Graduates, I'd like you to stay on the stage, please, and thank you. We practice, I swear we practice this, I'm not even joking. Sierra A., who gets her arts diploma, as well plans on going to college for culinary. Brody Alexander, who is graduating with his specialist high skills major, sports diploma, and plans on coming back to Moira next year to complete physics and then other science courses as well. Vanessa Armstrong is getting her honors certificate, Ontario Scholar, and plans on going to the University of Waterloo for kinesiology, the co-op program. Samantha Baker, who plans on going to Trent University for political science. Nicholas Bartlett, who receives his honors, his Ontario Scholar, and plans on going to Western University for engineering. Douglas Black, who's getting his technical certificate as well as his specialist high skills major sports diploma and plans on going to the wonderful world of work for an apprenticeship. Emily Borsella, who's getting her honors certificate, her Ontario Scholar, and plans on going to St. Lawrence College for the Behavioral Science and Technology program. Megan Brandt, who gets her honors certificate, her Ontario Scholar, and plans on going to the University of Ottawa for political science. Brody Hawkins, who gets her art certificate as well as plans on going to Loyalist College for the ECE program. Friends and family, please acknowledge these graduates.
Is going to college next year at Algonquin College in outdoor adventure naturalist. Megan Brown has earned her Specialist High Skills Major Sports Diploma. And her plans for next year are to go to Loyalist in early childhood education. Cadence Cairns has earned her Ontario Scholar, Honours, and she'll be attending St. Lawrence College in Behavioral Psychology. Brandy Carroll Pence has earned his Specialist High Skills Major Sports Diploma, and next year will be returning to Moira. Austin Chamberlain Roy is planning to attend Loyalist next year in pre-health. Abigail Chapman has earned her Ontario Scholar, Honour Certificate, and is planning to attend the University of Ottawa in International Development and Globalization. Calvin Chang is an Ontario Scholar who is planning to attend the University of Guelph in Water Resources Engineering. Hugo Clements is an Ontario Scholar and has the Honours Certificate, and he is going to university next year at Royal Military College of Canada in Business. Ame Conroy has earned her Ontario Scholar, her Honours Certificate, and is planning to attend Western University in Medical Sciences. If you could please acknowledge these graduates. Who plans on coming back to Moira next year and then pursuing a career in social science afterwards. Charles Copeland, who receives his Honours Certificate, his Ontario Scholar, and plans to go to Queen's University next year for kinesiology. Cameron Currar, who is an Ontario Scholar, has his Honours Certificate, and plans on going to Carleton to study criminology. Not to become a better criminal. Reed Curry, who plans on coming back to Moira to return to the exquisite grade 13 program at Moira. Brady, who receives his Honours Certificate, who is joined the wonderful world of work where he did his co-op placement. Joanne DeHoo, who receives her Specialist High Skills Major Sports Diploma and plans on going to Algonquin College, the Child and Youth Worker Program. Martina Desjardins,
who received her art certificate, who's her Ontario Scholar, and plans on going to Trent University for archaeology. Kennedy Dinsmore, who receives his Honour Certificate, his Ontario Scholar, and plans on going to Trent University for the Teacher Education stream for English and History. Anne Ensel, who receives her Ontario Scholar, her Honour Certificate, and plans on going to Queen's University for the Bachelor of Arts program. Andrew Erskine, who receives his Ontario Scholar, his Honour Certificate, and plans on going to the University of Ottawa for criminology. Cody Foster, who receives his technical certificate and plans on going to Loyalist College. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please acknowledge these grads?
Lucas Gagne earns his technical certificate and plans to attend Durham College in business. This is Liam Gagne, who earned his Ontario Scholar. He's going to Loyalist College to bring justice to the streets. This is Noah Gagne. He's an Ontario Scholar, has earned his Honour Certificate. He's going to Loyalist College in Border and Customs. Tucker Goodman has earned his Ontario Scholar, his Honour Certificate, and he will be attending Carleton University in Neuroscience and Mental Health. This is Joel Kish, and next year he's planning to go to Toronto Film School in film, animating, and voice acting. Hunter Grant is an Ontario Scholar who has earned his Honour Certificate. Next year, he will be attending Carleton University in history. Dylan Hansen is going to work to make money. Corey Hazard has earned her arts certificate and plans to come on back to Moira. Garrett Henderson is planning to go to Loyalist College and to work.
Let's go, Garrett!
Braden Irwin has earned her Ontario Scholar, her Honours Certificate, and plans to return next year to Moira. Lyric Jackman is planning to attend Loyalist for pre-health and then nursing. Bree Kadek-Stozik earned her Ontario Scholar and plans to, she's working to go to Finland so that she can go to behavioral science the next year. Please acknowledge these graduates.
who receives his honors certificate, his Ontario Scholar, and plans on going to McGill University to study anatomy and cell biology. Megan Kapachensky. Oh, I'm going to mess that up. Kapachensky. Close. Kapuscinski. Close. Kapuscinski. Shinsky. Woohoo! I really wanted the other reader to get that name. I'm not even going to lie to you. I messed it up at prom too, but she let me get away with it there. Receives her honor certificate, her Ontario Scholar, and she plans on going to Ottawa U for human kinetics with biophysical science. Thank you. Addie Carr, who receives her honor certificate, her Ontario Scholar, and plans on going to Ottawa U for public admin and political science. Sierra Kennedy, who's going to Loyalist College next year for the DSW program. Sunil Khan, who receives an Ontario Scholar, plans on going to Queen's University for the Bachelor of Science Honours program. Bryn Kyoki is our Ontario Scholar, has her honours certificate, and plans on going to the University of Ottawa for the criminology program. Morgan Knight, who receives her art certificate, her technical certificate, her Ontario Scholar, and plans on going to Seneca College for acting, for television, and voice. Bob, who receives her honours certificate, her Ontario Scholar, and plans on going to Western University for management. Brett Lake, who gets his art certificate and plans to come back to Moira next year. Jacob Lawrence, who is an Ontario Scholar and plans on going to St. Lawrence College for Renewable Energy Technician program. Nathan Lawrence, who's an Ontario Scholar and plans on going to Carleton University for Business and Commerce. Jordan Leonard, who plans on going to Durham College next year for the ECE program. And Tegan Mowbray, who gets his technical certificate, his Ontario Scholar, and plans eventually to go to Algonquin College for electrical engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please acknowledge the judge?
Crystal McDonald has earned her arts certificate, her specialist high skills major sports diploma, and will be attending Loyalist College for aesthetics and spa management. Kai McIntosh is an Ontario Scholar who plans to attend Loyalist College in Customs and Border Services. Carmen Martin Martinez is going to Madrid, Spain at Rey Juan Carlos University in dance. This is Nicholas McIntosh. We'll see him at Moira next year. Capri McLean
is going to college, Algonquin College, in video game development. Taylor McPherson has earned his technical certificate and will be attending St. Lawrence College in Police Foundations. Evan Michaud is an Ontario scholar who is going to be attending Ottawa U in mechanical engineering. Arjun Murthy is an Ontario scholar, has earned his honors certificate, and will be attending McMaster University in integrated science. Tristan Niren is an Ontario scholar, has earned his honors certificate, and plans to attend Queen's University in Commerce. Randy O'Brien is an Ontario scholar who plans to attend Queen's University, a Bachelor of Arts at the International Studies Centre in England. Rain Powley earned her arts certificate, and I'm not sure what her plans are for next year. Rebecca Price is an Ontario scholar, has earned her honors certificate, and plans to attend Trent University in International Development Studies. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge these graduates.
Is an Ontario scholar and plans on going to Ottawa U next year for the general science and physics major. Eric Reinhardt, who plans on returning back to Moira next year. Thor Render, who has his honor certificate, is an Ontario scholar, and plans on going to Queen's University for engineering. Emma Reynolds, who plans on going to the wonderful world of work next year. Damien Rickley, who is an Ontario scholar, has his honors certificate, and plans on going to Carleton University for software engineering. Leo Roberts, who has his honors certificate, is an Ontario scholar, and plans on returning to Moira next year, still living in his mother's basement and doing computer stuff. Spencer Rocket, who has his technical certificate and plans on going to Loyalist College for accounting. Who plans going to Quinte for Community Integration Program. Sarah Ralston, who has her honor certificate, Ontario scholar, and plans on going to the University of Ottawa for biochemistry. Dylan Ron, who has his Ontario scholar and plans on going to the University of Alberta for computer programming. Blainer Tan, who plans on returning back to Moira next year. Erica Shaley, who's an Ontario scholar and plans on going to Queen's University for art science program. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge these graduates.
This is Joe Sherrard, and he is inventing his future next year. Jared Smith earns his arts certificate and plans to work full-time at Cineplex. Justin Smith is planning to attend Loyalist College in marketing. Andrew Soul is coming back to Moira next year. Joshua St. Cyr has earned his technical certificate. Cody Switzer has earned his technical certificate as well. Adam Taylor. Yash Thakur is an Ontario scholar, has earned his honours certificate, and plans on attending Carleton University in aerospace engineering. McKenna Thompson McCormick has earned her arts certificate, honours certificate, and will be attending Loyalist College in pre-health. Alexander Van Roy has earned his technical certificate, is an Ontario scholar, and plans to go into the paramedic course the year after next. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge these graduates.
It's not over yet, Montgomery. Jessica Villeneuve, who has her art certificate, her Ontario scholar, and plans on going to York University for dance and co-ed. Jocelyn Villeneuve, who is an Ontario scholar, who also plans to go to York University for dance. Keegan Wardon, who has his honours certificate, is an Ontario scholar, and plans on going to Wilfrid Laurier University for business and financial math. Brennan Williamson, who plans on going to Algonquin College for computer tech. Dustin Wilson, who has his art certificate, his technical certificate, is an Ontario scholar, and plans on returning to Moira to chill. But Mr. Montgomery will not allow that. Jake Wilson, who has his business certificate, his honors certificate, and has an Ontario scholar. He will be going to Queen's University for the Bachelor of Commerce. Nicholas Wilson, who plans on going to Algonquin College for law, protection, and security. Rylan Young, who is an Ontario scholar, plans on going to Trent University for biology. Joe Zhou, who is an Ontario scholar, plans on going to the University of Toronto for Physical and Environmental Science. Sarah Zimmerman, who has her Honours Certificate, is an Ontario Scholar, and plans on going to Queen's University for nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge her.
Thank you, Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Colbert. Over at this point, I'd like to introduce, or we'll have one of our teachers come to introduce this year's valedictorian. It's a time when we all pay tribute to a student who exemplifies the quality of a leader, who is an outstanding student in all respects. The valedictorian is chosen by their peers and represents the qualities that ring true the meaning of their Trojan pride. I would now like to call upon Mrs. Lunny to introduce this year's valedictorian. Mrs. Lunny.
I had to bring my water bottle up with me because my introduction is actually 4 pages long. Nobody gave me a word count when I had this task put before me. So I think Jake has a lot of time to just relax and listen to what I have to say before he comes up and joins us on the stage. Good evening. When Jake Wilson was announced as a valedictorian, he struck me as a natural choice. Having taught Jake these past 2 years, I understood why he was among those nominated. It did, however, make me curious as to why his peers selected him in particular, so I started to ask around. What struck me immediately was the consistency of each reply. I was told time and time again that Jake was the nicest person and that he has a remarkable ability to get along with everyone. He was described as a genuine human being who radiates positivity and makes time for anyone in need, demonstrated by his perpetual offer of free math tutoring for anybody requiring support. I was even told that Jake has the ability to make reading Shakespeare fun, despite his burning hatred for the man regarded as the greatest writer in the English language. These character attributes are remarkable in one so young. In speaking of Jake's academic pursuits, I have taught and observed him over the course of his senior English classes. Jake declared at the beginning of the school year his goal to surpass his achievements of grade 11. Coming as no surprise to anyone who knows him, Jake accomplished his goal through hard work and dedication, achieving the top mark in 4U English for his year. What makes Jake stand out as a learner is the positive energy and life that he brings to a classroom. Through his participation in discussions, readings, presentations, and activities, he fully immerses himself in the experience. He takes the time to understand core expectations and produces his best work. It is a special experience when one puts forth a consistent commitment to learning and improving and achieves that very goal. These qualities will fare him well in the competitive discipline of commerce as he makes his way to Queen's University. Jake isn't perfect. He acknowledges this and has the maturity to learn from adversity. If he scored below his own expectations, he learned to move forward and improve upon future opportunities. For instance, with the dreaded literary theory knowledge test, he scored a 4-. While most would celebrate this and dance in the streets, Jake felt upset and harnessed these emotions to improve in his next effort. He learned to study more efficiently and to read more often in order to have an easier time identifying information. In preparing for the Hamlet test, instead of predicting and memorizing potential quotations, Jake pursued the more effective strategy of understanding the dynamics of plot and character, so that he could problem solve instead of making up events that never actually happened in the play. That's a real thing that some students do on a test. When confronted in grade 11 with his first 30-minute presentation, Jake thought the task was too difficult.
After attempting a few of these, a 30-minute presentation today seems like a piece of cake. In fact, Jake has been quoted as finding presentations fun. This lends further to why I think Jake is such an excellent choice for our valedictorian. He stands outside of the norm in his approach to academics and life in general. Jake embraces the fun. You can count on him to always have a smile on his face and to make every effort to interact with his peers. Those close to him and new to him always receive the same warmth and respect he gives to his teachers and school staff as a whole. Jake is a young man with an open mind, a big heart, and integrity. He enjoys people and making those around him happy. And let us not forget the famous Jake Wilson giggle. If your day isn't going well, the giggle will get you back on track. Jake is a true Moira ambassador. He contributed to our school environment through his participation on student council, as a team leader for our Moira advisors, and as a house league captain. As a mentor, he made our grade 9 students feel welcome, ensuring they experienced a smooth transition from grade 8 and increasing their likelihood of success in their first year of high school. His Moira Mentorship Award comes as no surprise to anyone who knows him. As house league captain, Jake was tasked with increasing school spirit and teaching his peers that pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone and embracing fun can build confidence and open up new opportunities for friendship and experiences. I can recall the chatter of his peers last semester after Jake, in the capacity of house league captain, danced for 20 minutes in the cafeteria before a crowd in the house league dance battle. In the aftermath, he was generous enough to share these moves in English class and couldn't wipe the smile from his face as he recounted the experience. I later saw the video of Jake's dance-off and was pretty impressed by the freshness he brought to the realm of classic dad dance moves. Jake leads by example. Through all of his experiences, don't be mistaken, Jake is competitive. He relies heavily on setting goals for himself and strives his utmost to achieve them. His ambition is revealed in his role as head of Q League, in his place on the #1 ranked hockey team in North America, the Quinn Devils, and in his grade 11 OFSA success in badminton, the sport of kings. Additionally, Jake played down low for the basketball team, where he was undersized. I'm told he'd get hammered down there by the competition, yet he would still walk off the court smiling. Jake has a reputation for always being kind to referees and his teammates, and he was nominated for the Coaches Award in senior boys basketball for his effort and attitude. He was also the MVP for the tennis team and won Bay of Quinte mixed doubles. Over the course of his Trojan athletic career, Jake earned enough points to receive an honors plaque distinction. If you happen to run into Jake at the Bay of Quinte Golf and Country Club over the summer, you should know that he set a goal for himself last year of shooting under 80. Mission accomplished. Jake isn't a fan of bragging about himself, so it's been my pleasure to do so on his behalf. No doubt he has been blushing fiercely through all of this. While there's more that I could say about Jake, at some point I need to conclude. This is the danger of asking an English teacher to introduce you. So, just like in the plays of William Shakespeare, I am simply the prologue to the performance. So, without further ado, please put your hands together and welcome to the stage your 2017 valedictorian.
I swear she made me sound a lot cooler than I am. Thanks a lot, Miss Lane. Can everyone, oh jeez, this is gonna, sorry. Can everyone please put their hands up if you guys can hear me? Everyone good? Okay. Now wave them around like you just know. Yeah, hey. That's gonna help my confidence. Thanks guys, you're all awake. Welcome friends. So nice that so many of you guys gave up your night just to come and listen to my speech. That's friendship. And friendship has played a key part of our journey these last 4 years. Congratulations, fellow students, of the 2017 graduating class at Moira Secondary School. We did it. And as Drake would say, we started from the bottom, now we're here. Doesn't this feel awesome? We are at high school graduation. We made it. We're at the top. We've learned a lot over the past 4 years at Moira, and we owe a lot of thanks to our dedicated teachers, such as Mr. Matho taught us how to find the derivative of a logarithmic function, and he actually made it fun. That's friendship. Miss Honey made Shakespeare easy. You just have to know one thing. All the important characters die at the end. Mr. Bobro kept us informed about issues around the world, whether the news was relevant or not. Mr. Corbett taught us that gym teachers from the movies really do exist. Finally, I want to give a special thanks to Miss Fayette, because without her thorough safety units, we might not all have made it in one piece. That's sly friendship. Here at Moira, we learned not only in the classroom, but had a lot of support outside of the classroom. Our principals ensured that the school was safe and full of opportunity. The administrative staff was always welcoming with smiling faces and answered all of our tough questions. Unrestricted access to the cute little microwave was awesome too. That's called bonus friendship. Our teachers challenged us with tough assignments, forcing us to persevere and develop time management skills. Without guidance helping us with our future decisions, a lot of us wouldn't be graduating today, except we'd have far too many guitar credits. To all our coaches and volunteers who dedicated countless hours to our clubs and sport teams, you are the real MVPs. You taught us about sportsmanship, leadership, and teamwork. That's a mentoring kind of friendship. High school also taught us that doing it last minute works only about 90% of the time, and the other 10% really bites you in the butt. To the parents, guardians, and loved ones, without you, none of our success would have been possible. Whether it be encouraging us to do our homework or teaching us crucial life lessons, you guys have played a key role in shaping us into the mature individuals we are today. Okay, we're mature most of the time, but we are extremely grateful for your free transportation. As walking home after practice or taking a taxi to Friday Night Lights would have been a real vibe killer. That's Uber friendship. Thank you for all those home-cooked meals. Otherwise, we would have been having craft dinner at McDonald's every night. You guys were the backbone we relied on. You were there to cheer us on while things were going well and picked us up after a tough loss or a bad day. That's the best kind of friendship. And all parents and loved ones deserve a pat on the back. You guys are truly awesome. I'd like to spend the remainder of my time talking about the graduating class. Each and every one of you guys are my friends. You are the reason our experience at Moira has been so enjoyable. We've all grown as individuals since grade 9, physically, mentally, and socially. But what's made 4 years at Moira so special is all the amazing friendships we formed and how we've bonded together as a family. Some good examples are letting someone know that taking Botterell's class is an easy A, provided you put in the effort. That's friendship. Lending a buddy a pair of gym shorts, even if you don't want your boys where his boys have been. That's friendship. Discussing life in the IB room instead of studying. That's friendship. Sending someone neat notes from class because they skipped for a dentist appointment. That's friendship. Spotting a pal a few bucks so they can get a burger and fries. That's friendship. Okay, I like to call that one Mick friendship, but I can work with that. These everyday occurrences allowed us to form tight-knit bonds. What makes us such a special group is the uniqueness of everyone as individuals, despite the fact that we have 3 sets of twins in our graduating class. We all bring something different to the table. I have certainly learned from and appreciate each and every one of you. To Reed Curry and Liam Raycroft, or should I say Charles Tiger and Cream, our Trojan rap sensations, you guys have inspired us to always follow our dreams. You guys should also check them out on SoundCloud later. Parents, if you're not sure what that is, the kids will explain. Megan Capachanchez, Megan Cappuccino, or whatever Miss Smith said. I mean, we can't get that one right, so we just started calling her Go. Which, for those of you who don't know, stands for greatest of all time. You've showed us how to embrace nicknames, understanding that it's usually a term of endearment, a sign of trust, and most importantly, friendship. Liam Gagne defied the odds, showing us that it's possible to talk louder than Mr. Lambert. And finally, to Callum Hillier, Katie Newman, Avery Mathers, and all the international students who played a crucial role in our high school experience but couldn't be with us tonight, you reminded us that love and friendship has no geographic or cultural boundaries. Now that's global friendship. We've been on a journey. Sorry. Not only did we bond from 8 a.m. to 2:30, but extracurriculars played a key role in our formation as a family. The football team, although they never won a championship, sparked Trojan spirit from grade 9, uniting us all at every buyout and Friday night lights. We had Moira's first mock trial team compete at the courthouse. There was some legal friendship for you folks. Mr. Doyle, Dustin Wilson, and the rest of the TTV crew managed to film and broadcast the majority of Trojan sports games, capping off the 2017 school year with the introduction of the Moira Minute on 93.1 FM. We even had offset appearances in swimming, skiing, badminton, and others. Shout out to you, Keegan. We gave back to the community in many ways, including supporting the Christmas sharing auction, Relay for Life, and the food fight for Gleaners Food Bank. The list goes on and on. We've done a lot of awesome things over the last 4+ years, and I'm sure the same will continue in the future. Now this is typically the point in the speech where I'm supposed to talk about everyone going their separate ways and be all emotional. So I thought I'd intro with a quote from the most sensitive man I know, Donald Trump. Who, by the way, knows everything about cross-border friendship. The wise man once said, several different times, over and over again, what is going on? Bomb, 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 what is going on? What a beauty, eh, folks? So I'm over here just trying to figure out what is going on. As a matter of fact, I don't really know. But we're having fun and we'll figure it out together, because that's friendship. Sorry, we got a little mixed up here. We've been on a journey together these last 4 years, and then again tonight. So as we move on to university, college, apprenticeship, the workplace, we're back for another year at Moira. I don't want our focus to be starting at the bottom and making it somewhere. It implies that this logic is extremely backwards, because it implies that you're finished. You've accomplished everything you've set out to achieve. And as important as it is to celebrate success like we're doing tonight, life is about the journey, not the destination. So as we go our separate ways, please utilize the friendships we've made and knowledge we've gained to be happy every single day. You have all the support you'll need right here in this room. I want to close with something my father has always said to me. He says, I don't want to be remembered as the man who had lots of money or worked all the time. I want to be remembered as the person who had lots of fun and was a great friend. I challenge you guys, Moira's class of 2017, to enjoy the journey, embrace your friends, and always have a smile on your face. I hope tonight has allowed everyone to redefine their favorite F word. Friendship. Remember to keep it classy, guys. Thank you.
Well, we now come to the closing of the ceremonies, but we still have one very important task, and I need help with that. Mrs. Smith, would you? Oh, great.
Graduating class of 2017, this is the time to move our tassels as we've now received our diplomas from the left to the right. And as the lights go up, stand up and be ready to toss those caps and catch them afterwards. Congratulations, 2017 graduates from Moira Secondary School.
Well done, everyone. Before the recessional, I would like to personally thank the Empire Theatre staff. They always do an outstanding job for us. We truly appreciate that. Also, our live streaming production team, Christopher and Jonathan Doyle, with the help of Dustin and Spencer Rocket. Without their help, it certainly would have been able to happen tonight. So again, the live streaming staff, the Empire staff, just a wonderful job. Well appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Yep. Switch to the live stream. Pretty easy, actually. It is, yeah. Did you stop the stream? Yeah, it's quiet too. Stop streaming. No, I just have it. Okay, so let it go for a little bit. This is something from your family graduating?
My sister's graduating.
Oh, okay.